editing too hard for you.
Thank you. I tend not to. Anyway, so, hi Claire. We're here with Claire from Blue Kitty Creations. And basically, we want to hear about your business. So let's start off with, what do you do?
I'm a jewellery and artist. My main focus at the moment is silversmithing. That is inspired by Viking finds and artwork.
That's quite a niche art sector, is it, shall I say? The Vikings?
It is. So I do like to put in silversmithing and Viking inspiration when I say that I do jewellery, because that is not where most people's minds go when you tell them that you are a jeweller. So it is unique, and that is all to blame on my Viking friend who got me into jewellery making.
You want to give him a shout out? Who's your friend?
Simon Lidwell.
Simon Lidwell.
Yeah.
So he showed you some techniques, did he?
He did. I went to one of his medieval craft clubs that he ran at the time, and he showed me how to do Viking knit, which is a weaving chain making technique.
Okay.
And from there I just taught myself more and went with it. And
so what kind of when you say inspiration from Viking artifacts, etc., where do you get them from? Do you go out and about in the field? Do you go to museums? Where do you get the actual inspiration from?
Museums and research books, and I don't myself go out to the fields digging up finds, unfortunately. I think a lot of things have been found. But just seeing what has been found, and the designs and the patterns specific to those finds in different areas and different countries.
Now you told me earlier that the last time we met that there's quite a lot of Viking influence in this area that I wasn't really aware of. I mean, obviously there's a big Celtic influence, but I didn't realise there was much of a Viking influence. Where in this area is it most prevalent?
Well, Dumfries and Galloway has strong connections to Norway, being a trade route.
Okay.
Because Dumfries used to be a big port.
Yeah. So even though we're on the west coast, there was still. Right.
And I don't quote me on it. I don't know the history that well, because I focus on all the creativity because I like making things, and history isn't my strong suit. But there's definitely big connections with the Vikings, and recently there was a big Viking artifact find in Dumfries and Galloway.
Really?
But it hasn't. I think the results haven't been published yet.
So you haven't seen a catalogue of any of this stuff?
Some of it,
yeah,
but not all of it yet. I think it's still being looked at.
Okay. So what is it about the Viking culture that you like? I mean, you obviously feel a connection to it.
I've never really thought about it that way. I think I like the creativity and the ingenuity that they've come up with. They've done so much, and they were very creative, and if something stood still long enough, they decorated it.
Okay, fair enough. Are you a bit like that? You like to...
Yes, I think some people would probably agree with that.
Decorate everything.
Yes.
Well, you've been going for how long now?
Officially, as my business, about 3 years.
3 years, but you've been honing your craft for a lot longer than that, haven't you?
Yeah, I've always been artistic, and that was mainly with painting and drawing, and I don't do a lot of painting anymore, and that's mostly because time. I like to spend all day doing a painting, working full time and doing other things kind of gets in the way with that.
Yeah. And in your business plan, obviously you would like to, or at least you've told me that you would like to give up at least the full-time hours in employment to pursue more of the jewellery.
Yeah.
And you've got, is it now, which crowdfunding site is it you've got your campaign on?
I'm on GoFundMe.com.
GoFundMe.com. And what's the campaign called?
It's the Creative Nomad Project.
Creative Nomad Project.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Creative Nomad Project.
The idea behind that is to purchase a van that I can turn into a jewellery studio with living space. So I can go out on the road, travel, and keep all of my work with me, so I can continue working and go to markets and festivals and everywhere and show my skill and craft off to more people.
And by the sounds of it, become a little bit of a nomad.
A little bit.
Hence the name.
I kind of always have been a little bit of a nomad, because I'm not from Scotland, as some people will probably be able to tell.
You've got an amazing mix of Scottish and American.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've moved around every